Hey, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Live Coach Corner. We are back. It's July 12th, and this month we're still talking about harmonizing life, and we're talking about health, wealth, and relationship. And what we are doing is helping you out discover secrets to a harmonious life where relationship, and wealth works perfectly in synergy. That's what we're helping you in our conversations at this time for the month of July. We want you to experience transformation as we talk about this transformation series and teach you different coaching niche coaching strategies that you can utilize for you to be able to thrive in your life coaching career or your coaching career. We are helping you accelerate your coaching practice and your coaching journey to help you transform your practice into a thriving success. Of course, you're joining me. I am life coach Shaun. I am no longer the man from Pasig City, but I am presently in the Tiger City, and I am the life coach dad. And since 2018, I've been practicing, I've been implementing life coaching in my day-to-day activities, in my day-to-day engagement, in my relationship, especially in the aspect of parenting. What I help parents is for them to be able to identify, help guide their children to identify a talent that they can develop, they can start working on, and they can monetize so that they live a meaningful and fulfilled life. If you have experience, maybe you're a parent or an individual where you experience a time in which you kind of have some question marks on what kind of career you want to work on, and eventually you just took the next best thing, and eventually you're there in, you're successful, you're earning 7 digits a year, but something is off, and I can't seem to explain within me that there's something is wrong or something is missing in my life. That is because we're not fulfilling the kind of life that we have. And you, me, everyone else, and even our children have a talent that you can help develop and monetize. And even you, if you are in the age of 40s, 50s, and 60s, even at young and old age, you can still develop a talent that you have, or maybe you're using that talent, but you're using that in a corporate aspect, and you can start shifting towards using that in your business, in your consulting work, and anything in between that would allow you to live that meaningful and fulfilled life. And today I'm gonna talk to you about something that is close to me, something that I am excited to share with you. It's something that I've worked so hard for the longest time, and I want to share this with you because I feel that a lot of people are going through these tough times in the aspect of their financials and budgeting. So what to expect in tonight's episode? If you have your friends in there that are going through some tough times with their finances, with their budgeting, and they need a little boost, they need a little help, or maybe they need additional money without increasing their income. How many of you do want that? Increase your money without increasing your income. That is something that I'm going to help you out today. I'm going to help you in this season, in this episodes, especially in the month of July. We're helping you learn practical guidance on essential coaching skills and strategies. We're also going to help you with insights into mastering social interactions and unlocking your true potential. Because I know that you still have something in there that you can still get out, get that sleeping that giant in there, and we will also deep dive into a multifaceted world of life coaching. Today, you will experience a transformative power of coaching. So, we're going to help you. I'm going to help you harmonize your health, wealth, and relationship to live a meaningful and fulfilled life. And if you are watching us currently in our channels, of course, we're broadcasting live beyond borders with Life Coach Philippines International and on our first Facebook page. We also have a YouTube channel on Life Coach Philippines International YouTube. We're also live at Life Coach Oman in Facebook, Life Coach Kuwait, Life Coach Eastern Visayas, Life Coach Davao Region, and Life Coach NCR. So if you are watching us on these channels, on this medium and these pages, thank you, thank you, thank you. If you are going or if you are receiving value to the last couple of episodes, we already have 11 episodes that we've taught you coaching models that you can utilize and you're getting benefits in it. Please share this video to other people, your friends or loved ones, or share this with a someone that you can remember, someone that you can remember with a topic, with a specific topic, with a specific idea, with a specific thought that I'm going to share to you tonight. But before I begin, I want to talk about what life coaching first, or what coaching is first. Now, coaching, this is a form of development in which a trained and credible coach like us supports a client into achieving a specific personal or professional goals by providing them insights and providing them guidance through the use of toolkits. That's the power of life coaching. If you are someone who is currently being supported by a coach, the toolkit is the one that makes a difference on specific profession, other profession that we're doing, because toolkits helps you think about things and process things. We use a variety of strategies. We use different styles, different skills, and different techniques that is appropriate to our clients or to our coachee, which is you. To put it simply, what we're doing is helping you go through the process that aims to improve an area of your life or work that focuses on here and the now. That is what we're doing. We're focusing on the here and the now, because at the end of the day, what you can only focus is, what you can only control is your present right now. You watching me live right now is you taking control and deciding that, hey, I'm going to watch this person, I'm going to watch this coach, I'm going to want to watch this in this page because I want to learn what is it about budgeting and finances. And versus if you're just focusing on the past, you can't do anything about the past. That's done already. If you made mistake, you screwed up, or you kind of experience some blunders, that's done, right? That's done. If you have an anxiety of the future, can't do anything about the future. What you can do is change the future by taking action today, and that is what I'm going to help you in your journey, specific to the areas of financial planning and budgeting coaching. So if you are ready, if you are someone who's ready to take control of your financials and plan out and budget your money towards a path that you are in control, then let's start. Let's begin. Now, let's talk about financial struggles. Why is it? Why is it that people struggle managing their finances? Or maybe you have experienced a moment in which something is not working, something is not sitting well with you, something seems to be off with your finances. How many of you can relate with me that you are earning good, you have this monthly salary or monthly income or whatever, you have a business, but when you come home, you feel something's wrong in there. How many of you can relate with me? Before I move on, I just want to acknowledge everyone who's joining us currently. Of course, Coach Lynn is joining us. Congratulations, Coach Lynn, on your TikTok broadcast this afternoon. By the way, if we are relaunching TikTok broadcast, and for the month of July, we're jump starting TikTok broadcast. If you want to know more about the episodes that we have been sharing, we have been talking about, please check our Facebook page, TikTok broadcast. I'm going to be up this coming Saturday, and I look forward to having a conversation with you. If you are a father, a mother, a parent, a caretaker who's taking care of children, in that, especially if they are young adults, all right, young adults or the youth, have a conversation with me on Sunday. That's going to be at 2 p.m. I'm going to teach you something that's powerful, that's going to change the way that you see your children and the way that your children will see the future. If that is something that excites you, I look forward meeting you, having a conversation with you this coming Sunday at 2 p.m. Okay? Now, why is it? Why is it that a handful of people go through their journey of having financial struggles? Well, to put it simply, very simple, it's because of the lack of education and guidance. How many of you have gone through a course in high school and college that talks about financial management? How many of you? How many of you? Give me a chat box in there. Have you learned from school, or have you been trained in the office? Maybe you've attended some financial wellness, but the conversation there is more focused on insurance and what have you. I'm not saying that it's bad. It's good that you would learn from that, but we were not taught, right? No one taught us how to manage our finances. No one taught us how to budget. No one really has put in the time to pause, to stop, and educate us how money works and how money can be managed. Okay? The less you know, the more likely you are to lose your money. That is the problem currently in the state, because the less information, the less knowledge, the less education that we're in, the more that we are unintentionally utilizing our money things that's not serving well. So let me tell you a story. Picture this. Um, when I started working back 20 years ago, I had a first job. It was not, my salary was not that well off. It's not even good for a single man for me to be able to survive. But during the time, I have a wife, I have a child, and I needed to do the work. So my first job, I was earning 7,000 a month. So that was very low for someone who's working in Metro Manila. And eventually I quit. Then I moved to a new job. And that new job I was fortunate enough to giving that gave me double and even triple the salary that I have from my first job. Now, of course, when you increase your salary, you have more financial capacity, right? You have more capacity to invest. You have when I say invest, invest on items, invest on locations, or invest on your house and all of these different things. You have more money to spend. Common than not, what happens is you would eat out. You would go to higher tier restaurant. You go shopping. You would buy new things for your household, and this is what happened to me. And when I got promoted every 2 to 3 years, this cycle continued on. I changed my lifestyle. We started to eat out in a luxurious restaurant. We buy stuff. We travel local. We travel abroad, and we get a credit card, and we're utilizing it in advance, and all of these different things. So you experience that repeat cycle. How many of you can relate with me on that repeat cycle? And eventually, you experience one day you realize that you owe the bank debt because of your credit card. Your relationship goes out because of the financial struggles. Can't seem to figure out what's going on, where your money is going. And eventually your children are physically there, but mentally, spiritually, emotionally, they're absent. Can you relate with that? Is that something that you can relate with? This was my life before I met life coaching in 2018. That was my life. I was earning 7 digits a year. I'm not bragging. I'm just sharing it with you so you understand. Because even when people, you see them that they're earning modestly, but eventually the lifestyle that they have is not commensurate towards how they're living their life. If you see their homes, their demeanors, their behaviors, and the way that they see money, unfortunately, it's not in alignment towards what they are actually receiving, what are they actually getting. Now, society these days dictates that life is all about spending, right? If you see the ads, if you see social media, if you see your feeds, all of those things are feeding you ads, right? Ads for you to buy things, to consume things, to go to restaurants, to travel here, travel there, and all of those jazz, right? If a person doesn't have a clear strategy or strategical approach on how to use money wisely, the person will be defaulting to conform to what the society is defining, which is the society is defining for you to buy the next big thing. How many of you, if you take a look at your Shopee, your Lazada, how many of you have currently have add to cart in there? I remember one time, I think I had around 90 or 100 add to carts, and I realized, what am I doing with myself? I'm wasting time adding here, adding there, and I'm not really able to buy it. I'm not buying it, which is just a mental clutter because you have this memory that you are adding a handful of stuff in there. So how many of you can relate with that, in which we're constantly being pushed, being forced to buy something? for something. You buy something for something, right? That is something that's happening right now. Coach C, thank you for joining. Kapag relate, di ba, ng entry-level salary, Coach Nord, thank you for joining from the northern part of the Philippines. One day, I suddenly experienced this jolt. I was an executive back then. I experienced this jolt in my head. It's so strong, it woke me up into the harsh reality. I woke up. I woke up and I realized that the money that I was earning was not commensurate to what I am seeing in my house, to what I am seeing with my spouse, and to what I'm seeing with my children. I needed to wake up. So that was God sent. And God told me, hey, you need to do something. And I woke up and I decided to finally take control of my finances. I needed to be the man. I needed to be the man to take accountability and responsibility for my financial planning and budgeting. And mind you, the work that I do is focused on financials and budgeting because I work in the BPO industry. What my work is specific. The profession that I am in is workforce management. What we do is we put the right people at the right place at the right time doing the right things. So it starts with a budget. The contract has a budget. There is an equivalent money associated in there. So we need to make sure that our expenditure and revenue is in alignment towards what's being forecasted and what's being projected. Because if that's not in alignment, then eventually, right, the business is not going to be good. I mean, you don't go into a business just to waste money, right? Of course, unless you're in a mission field, of course, that's not wasting money. Like CACC Republic, that is a very high level mission field that we're doing. And if you want to know more about what we're doing at CACC Republic, I would like to invite you to visit us. We're open tonight. CACC Republic is open from 5 p.m. to 5 a.m. And we're helping in there is helping individuals to go through healing and transformation through the platform of life coaching. It's also a coaching hub. It's up all night. So if you're wanting to experience transformation, if you want to have just a conversation with a life coach, or even you just want to sit down, enjoy a cup of tea, or enjoy a cup of coffee, or maybe a cold beverage or a cold drink, then you can go in there, order some cake, or maybe try the vegan meals that we have. I started my vegan journey back in January, 100% vegan lifestyle. It has changed my life. It has changed the way I see things. It has even changed the way that I feel about my body. It's a beautiful thing. And if you want to transition, if it's something that you want to talk about, we can talk about that in another session. I can share with you my journey on my health, specifically to what I consume, because that is great for mental health. Okay. So moving on. Now, in financial management, budgeting budgeting is an essential pillar of financial planning. Okay? Budgeting. How many of you have a budget? Like if I go to your space right now, if I talk to you, how many of you have a financial planner, have a book, or have a notebook, or have an Excel file that you have that shows me how much you earn and how much you're spending? How many of you do have that? Okay. If you don't have that, then you're in the right space. You're in the right class. So don't go anywhere. And if you have any friends who's struggling, please tag them in the comment section or share this with them. Tell them, hey, Coach Shaun is talking about, or a coach from our tribe is talking about financial budgeting and financial planning. Come and join and get the most out of your current income right now and get some money back in there. Okay? Please share it with them. I tell you, this is going to change the life of you and the life of the person. So if you share that with them, you can use this as a jump starter. And if you are a coach, you can use what I'm going to share with you, a strategy I'm going to share with you to coach them. Okay, coach these people. Now, if you're not ready to coach them, have them connect with me, or I can connect with them. Then let's have a conversation when you're ready to have a conversation. All right. Now, budgeting. It's an essential pillar of planning. And there's also what is called a budgeting paradox. And I'm going to talk about later so you understand the reason behind why a handful of people experience struggles in their life, in their financials, and they can still continue on with the kind of mindset and the kind of behavior that they have. They're experiencing stress, but they're still continuing, even though it's painful. How many of you can relate with me? Coach Darbel, thank you for joining. Happy birthday to you. I'll see you tomorrow at the Cup Cup Republic. I'm so excited to see you. Yeah, have your husband in here, have a conversation with that, or you have any friends, let's have a conversation. All right. Now, the budgeting paradox. The budgeting paradox. This is when people behind the financial struggle, which is either me or you or your friend or they, okay, or they, are not willing to put in the time and effort to make effective choices and decisions, even though they are suffering from the consequences of their passive and reactive actions with their money. I've slowed it down intentionally because I wanna allow your mind and your and your thought to really sink in with me, because I want you to capture this. I really have this heart for people who's going through financial struggles, because I've been there. I mean, it's a super stressful situation. You know that you're earning very well, your salary is good, but you feel you are poor. That is the feeling, right? You feel that you're poor and something is wrong and can't figure it out. And the way that people complicate this situation, this budgeting paradox, is they feel that it's a minor issue, that it's minor. I'm okay, I'm comfortable. Yeah, it's a little bit some challenge financially here and there. Sometimes I have these questions here and there, but they're seeing this as a minor issue, and they feel that it can be resolved in the sideline. Like, okay, nah, there's some stressors, but I'll figure it out here. I'm not here because I still have a lot of work in my mind and in my plate. I can't fill that up in my plate. It's over already. But how can you resolve something that is not in front of you? It's just saying that you're gonna avoid the roadblock by walking on the sidewalk. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a roadblock, right? You're gonna walk on the side. You say, "Oh, okay, I'm in a car. There's a roadblock. Yeah, I'm just gonna go down, leave my car in there, and just walk." There's still a roadblock, still there. You can maybe advance a little bit, but if your financials, if your income is not improving, and you don't feel good about every time you wake up and you take a look at your house, when you come at home, you take a look at your stuff, you take a look at your things, you take a look at your surroundings, and you feel something is wrong and you can't figure it out. You can't have a grasp in it. You're struggling. You're constantly struggling. You sleep. You're sweaty. Your palm is sweaty. You're sweating left and right. You're grinding your teeth. Even if you slept long hours, when you wake up, you still feel tired. When you go to work, you have this anxiety. You have this question mark. You're unable to focus. You're unable to concentrate. That is what's happening with the situation, this budgeting paradox. How many of you can relate with me by far so far? So how do you deal with this roadblock? Okay, so Shuri is there walking. That's our cat. How do you deal with this roadblock altogether? You might be asking, okay, coach, I get it. I get it. That's me. That's me. Okay. You can deal with this roadblock with the simple tip. And the simple tip is a mental model I'm going to teach with you. And if this mental model is something that you want to learn, I'm going to invite you later to join a mental model masterclass. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let me know if you're ready. Coach Darbel, Coach C, are you ready for my tip? A mental model you can use. I've mastered this mental model. This helped me with my finances. I'm going to share this with you. Yeah, as long as you practice this, you're gonna be okay. And if you're not getting the result, let me know. Let's have a conversation. I'm gonna teach you with this so you can implement it. This works. This works. This has been working for years for me already, and I want to share it with you. This is an expensive idea or thought or a mental model, but of course, I'm gonna give it to you so that you can benefit. Okay. What is that mental model? That mental model is a mental model that Elon Musk has been using to be successful with SpaceX. And that mental model that you can practice is the first principle of thinking. Now, the first principle of thinking, think about this as being brilliant at the basics. Okay, you don't have to think about everything else. Just be brilliant at the basics. Okay? First principle of thinking is what you will do is dissect all of the parts of your situation and your problem and just focus on the building blocks. Building blocks. Okay? And this strategy is a proven strategy that will remove the burden away from your wallet. Okay? If your wallet is shouting, if your wallet is screaming, if your wallet is, ano bang napupunit sa English? It's tearing itself into pieces, then this one would help you. Okay? This approach on financial allocation, as I shared, I used it a couple of years and it saved me money from the interest rates that I've been paying with my debt. And the things that I pay, the things that I buy, things that sometimes you buy things that you feel that you're saving, but you're actually wasting more money. Have you experienced that? You're gonna buy a cheap one, but you buy multiple cheap ones rather than buying a high quality expensive one and just have that. I mean, you save money. Well, why buy that, right? So that is something that you can do. And all of a sudden, when you implement the first principle of thinking, which is being brilliant at the basic, you would feel, I tell you, it's amazing. You would feel that your money suddenly just multiplied for some reason. Of course, there's a science into it. I can talk about that in detail, but you would feel that, hey, all of a sudden your wallet is fat, your bank account is high. It takes time, by the way. You would need to transition, and that's okay. If you have a coach, it's faster. If you can do it alone, then it will take some time. But if whatever works for you, as long as you're able to implement whatever I'm sharing with you, then good. And if you're ready, have a conversation with me. Let's have a conversation. Let me help you have more money while not increasing your income. We can do that. Something that you can do. All right. So what's the strategy? First principle of thinking, what you will do is just dissect the fundamentals of your budget and finances. And the fundamentals first is understanding how you're allocating your money. Okay, so I'm excited for this. Get your pens and paper in there. I want you to write this down. Maybe you've heard about this already. Coach Yin, thank you for joining. Get your notes in there. Coach Yin, I'm going to teach you a approach for you to gain or earn money without increasing your income. Okay, when I say have more money in your pocket or in your wallet without increasing your income. What I want you to do is when you're starting your financial planning and budgeting is to implement this strategy. Okay, are you ready? Are you still with me? Let me know. I'm excited for this. I'm looking forward to seeing the result in you in the next couple of weeks or a couple of months. Again, this requires work, but if you do the work, you will get the result. Okay, if you're not getting the result, let me know. Let's have a session. I offer a complimentary coaching session for individuals who want to be able to move their journey towards being in a state that their finances are in control. This is something that you want, have a conversation with me. If this is something that you need right now, you need on your journey, this is something that can happen. Okay, let me know if you're ready with your pens and papers in there. I want to make sure that you're able to capture this. Of course, you can watch this on the replay, but it's spur of the moment. I want to help you out be financial confident. Okay, so what you will do is to create a tracker, and what you will do is put in 50%, 30%, 20%, and 10%. So 50%, if you have a total of money, 50% of the money is your inelastic demands, which is your basic needs for survival. This is your need. So you allocate that. 30% is for lavish lifestyle, which is your wants, 20% you allocate for your investment, and 10% on your savings. So 50%, 30%, 20%, 10%. Please watch the replay of the video to get that note. And I'm going to share to you a 7-step to say bye-bye to your financial burden. Very quick, okay? And if you want to have a conversation with me, let me know. First step is to forecast. Forecast your income and forecast your cost or your expenses. Step number 2 is plan. Plan how you're going to pay for your expenses, your lifestyle of living, how much is that? Third is to schedule when you're going to take that off from your income. Fourth is monitor if your planning is working, if your scheduling is working. 5 is review, put in the time for you to review if you're progressing well, if your strategy is working. 6 is feedback, get feedback, improve, have a conversation with your spouse, your children, if they're, old already, take a look at how you're spending. And 7, if you're struggling, get a coach. Get a coach. I offer a complimentary coaching session that would help you in your journey for you to be able to take control back of your finances. Now, to close this, one of the things that is a struggle for us, if you are in a relationship, is mastering tough talks. If you are someone, or if you know someone who's struggling to have a difficult conversation with their partner about their finances, then it's always going to be a struggle for them to deal with whatever burden that they have. Because you cannot fix something if the relationship or the two couples is not addressing that or acknowledging that there is an issue, there's a problem. So if that's the case, then that needs to be solved first before doing the financial planning and budgeting. Because when you solve that, then everything goes into alignment. So maybe you're going through some situations right now in which you're struggling with your relationship, where you're struggling with your spouse and your finances. Please, please, please raise your hands. Help is available here at Life Coach Philippines International. We are offering complimentary coaching session. We have coaching programs that will help you out in your journey. And if you are someone who wants to master tough talks and have that meaningful and fruitful conversation with your spouse, then that coaching program is available for you. Just send us a message and we'll help you out. We'll figure things out for you so that you can make better decisions in your finances and you can free yourself from the burdens that these financial struggles have given to you. In closing, if you want to experience what we're doing as a community, I would like to invite you to join us for our community events at CACC Republic. Of course, every Tuesday, we have Kapihan Night with Master Coach A. That's 12 midnight. Technically, it's a Wednesday. We also have a prayer night on Friday at 3 a.m. And tomorrow, it's going to be at Saturday at 9:30 p.m. This is going to be open mic with Coach Orville, where we help individuals express themselves through music and poetry. And if you're interested to become a professional service provider as a life coach or a mental health coach like me, connect with Coach Giselle, 0917-586-1661 to learn more about the Co-Actively Co-Create Life Coach Certification Program by Master Coach A. We're accepting students. The next class, face-to-face, is going to be at CACC Republic, class 21st. It's going to be on July 20th and 27th. So that's going to be next Saturday and the week after next Saturday. That's going to be in Function Hall at CACC Republic. All right. Once again, thank you very much. If you gain some wisdom, some knowledge in here, if this has helped you shift the way you see things, Please share this with other people. If you have been blessed, we are accepting love gifts. Send us GCash or bank transfer. And if you have some questions or thoughts in there that you want to process, let me know. Have a conversation with me on your journey. Please join us again back tomorrow for another episode of Life Coach Corner. Tomorrow it's going to be Coach Lynn as she talks about friendship and social skills coaching. Once again, this is Coach Shaun. Thank you very much for joining me. Maraming salamat. Please, please, please take control of your financials. You are the person who's the best person to take control of that. And if you need help and support, we are here to help you in your journey. Maraming salamat. Have a beautiful week ahead. Have a beautiful Friday evening and a beautiful weekend in the next couple of days. Love, bam, boom. We'll talk to you soon. Have a great, great, great weekend. See you at the Cup Republic. Bye-bye.
As a business owner, are you overwhelmed by the need to post beautiful, engaging content every single day? Are you left wondering what to write? Tired of scrolling through stock photos that all start to look the same? Confused by complicated graphic design programs? Rise Up Creatives is here to help. Each month, we give you everything you need to create 31 days of social media content in just 5 minutes a day. Customizable captions, curated lifestyle photos, a drag-and-drop graphic design tool, and the ability to post directly to your social media accounts. No one else empowers you with these 4 resources all in one place. Each month, we help you plan your social media calendar by providing you with 31 image themes and customizable captions so you can quickly and easily create engaging content and grow your following. Simply select the image that works best for your feed or story. Then, copy the caption and customize it to fit your audience. 5 minutes a day. It's that quick. Plus, you'll absolutely love our drag-and-drop graphic design tool. Start from scratch or choose one of our beautiful templates to fit your unique brand. When you're ready to export your design, you can download, email, or post directly to your social media accounts. Here's the truth. Our world needs what you have to offer. Don't let technology or procrastination hold you back. Rise Up Creatives is more than an online resource. We're a community helping you overcome your biggest barriers to reach your greatest goals. We're here to help you rise up and be creative.